usual kind of smoothie that I like to make in the morning. Of course, it changes depending on fresh fruit and things like that. Sometimes I love to have berries and stuff, but I try and eat more in season if possible, because that helps with the carbon emissions around the world. But I am not perfect at it. I also sometimes like to buy things out of season because I love the taste of them. Like my favorite dried fruit is dried apricots when they're the sour type. I love sour, not quite ripe fruit. So this smoothie I will actually have, which probably seems strange for most people, before I work out, because I get super hungry, and then I usually have like some kind of bar or something, or some nuts and something after my workout, and then I have lunch when my daughter comes home from kindy as well. So for all those that don't know, I am an Aussie. G'day, you mates. Living in Switzerland. The Schweiz. I don't say German very well, so I don't practice it too much. I want to thank you also for many people that have been here on my Instagram. You know, a lot of people see numbers and assume that someone has it all together, but this is a very small kitchen, right? All my daughter's stuff. And I have a very small apartment. I don't own it. I've never owned a house in my life, maybe one day. And my very small lounge room and all the rest of my house. You can see the building stuff is out there. I'm a very ordinary person. I've been honored that people have come to follow my journey. I just started sharing my journey. I needed to find movement to release the darkness within myself. Because I'm a mover. I was born a mover. I started walking at 9 months and it's my thing. Some people are readers, some people are philosophers, some people look at the stars, some people are mathematic whizzes or scientists or chefs. They love to cook and it's their like soul thing. Well, mine's movement. And my movement has changed. I used to walk and then swim and then beach and then bicycle and then running and water polo and swimming and then I went back to cycling and triathlons, and you know, I never stopped changing. And it wasn't until I wasn't able to do all those outdoor sports because I had a child and I didn't have someone to care for her, I found the indoor world. So I started with yoga, and then I went to calisthenics type of movements, body weight movements, and then I brought in the pole, and that's all self-taught at home over the last 6 years. But I didn't start yoga until 2 years after I started the physical practice, because I wasn't doing it from within. I was just moving like a runner would move, and I didn't find my internal connection until after my deepest depression hit. And then I reconnected to myself, and that's when yoga really started. It's never about the poses. You can always do yoga. You don't need to be flexible. It's about your mind, body, and soul union. And that's when you find yoga. So just to be mindful, if you're saying I can't do yoga because I'm not flexible, that's like saying you can't breathe, but you can breathe. And that is yoga. Right now we're doing yoga, but we might not be doing it mindfully, is the thing. When you sit and observe the world, you're also doing yoga. When you're practicing love, you're also doing yoga. Some cashews. Yoga is right now, every single breath. So just a mindful note of that. We get lost in the ability to want a quick fix. But my journey is 6 years long. So if you ask me for a quick fix, I can only give you a 6-year journey. I can't give you a 30-day plan to get my flexibility. And I can't give you a 30-day plan to get strength. I can give you a plan to start and to build awareness, and then your body will evolve and your mind will evolve. It could evolve quicker than mine, or it could evolve slower. The relevancy is that you are working towards your goal of being a healthier person, mind and body, and being happier in the soul so you can become more alive. This is linseed, so it's good dietary fiber. So that's something to be really mindful of. And this is coconut. Yum. It's a really yummy one. Then I blend it. So just so you know, at the end of the day, there is no quick answer to become happy. if you want to become happy, you have to work every single day. You have to say, I'm going to show up for me. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. Right now, I'm going to make some noise. Voila! That's how simple a quick breakfast is. A few things. And that's how easy it is to make healthy lifestyle changes. From going from a croissant maybe that a lot of Europeans eat. I'm not European, but a lot of them eat that. You can go for a quick smoothie, and it takes all of a few minutes. So if you don't have time, you don't need much time. And if you don't have a lot of money, you don't need a lot of money, you could put a banana, some frozen berries in there. If you like protein powders, you could put a protein powder in there, or you could put some greens in there and some water. You don't even need milk. And voila, there's your smoothie. So, and there's the builders. It's always funny when one person looks in and you look out and you're both like, what do I say? This is awkward. Because I'm just a really ordinary person. I'm the girl sitting off the pedestal. I'm writing a book, and I'm writing it to make people feel, I hope, that they are doing an amazing job. And I'm between periods were my best and crazy memories. I remember going and working on a cruise ship. I worked 16, 17 hours days. I got about 3 hours off during the day, and I would get off and I would see the world. Only, a port, a few little things. The chefs, and I would, ask them kindly if they could cook me food, and I made friends with the guests, and they would stick muffins in my in my cupboard to feed me because I was so hungry, because it wasn't great conditions. But you see a cruise ship worker and you think, wow, they have the world at their fingertips and they get so much money. But for me, it wasn't. But I'll tell you what, I met some of the freaking craziest people I could ever meet. I had some of the most challenging times I ever had. I had the littlest sleep I ever had. I had some of the craziest illnesses I ever had due to being run down. But when I look back on that time and going through that time, I was the best time in my life, because everything that I did was new and exciting and challenged me. And I wouldn't be the person I am today without going through all of that exciting stuff.